Hi everyone, Careless Entry here. Today I'm just going to be rebuilding the VingCard override cylinder. I just got the keys from Paul Springett, so that is the bitting on the keys. So some nasty bitting. This is the CB44R key, and he's also done a few on the TR1 key, which is a tri-oving key. So same bitting, just less modification to the key. The CB44R does work smoother. As you can see, this is another one here. I've got one totally dismantled here, but the TR1 is a little bit tough to get in there. It's hard to get in. Still works perfectly. It's just a little bit hard to get in and out of the lock. So I might need to work on the warding just a tiny little bit. Yeah, it's jammed in there now for some reason. Don't know why. There we go. Alright, got him out. So I'll be opening all the locks up that I have with this key, and then refining these keys here, which Paul has kindly cut for me with a machine there. So he's used a hand fold one, this one here, and I think he's put into a key duplicator and made he's made 6 copies on a machine for me, so thank you, Paul. Just taken it apart, cleaned it out totally, polished up the plug or the core, totally polished it up inside and out, polished the outside as well. So the end product will sort of look like this, nice and shiny, sort of compared to this one here. So yeah, I prefer the one on the right. So I'll be doing this to all of them. I just thought I'd do a quick video, or I don't know how quick it's going to be, just to see what changes I need to perform to the drivers, because it's got master wafers, or 2 master wafers in chambers 6 and 5, and it was a balanced lock, so the longer key pins had shorter drivers and vice versa. So shorter drivers, shorter driver there with the longer spool. And if you can see the shape of these spools, they're really nice. I don't know if that's the best background to show them off on. Let's get something dark. Maybe this thing here. So maybe get some focus on here as well. That's not gonna work, I don't know why. Hold on a second. Need a third hand. So these spools are really cool. See how you got that? They're not flat in the middle. They increase in diameter towards the center. So yeah, they'll give you some interesting false sets and feedback. So all the spools are like that. That's the largest one there, I think. Yeah, that's the longest one. And you got some itty bitty ones like that. Got the same effect happening inside. So they are pretty deep. Don't have real fine lips on them, but yeah, that would give you a quite decent false set there. So anyway, just gonna try to put one together here. So I'll get focus back down here and see what changes I have to make. So I'm just gonna load the plug up with the key pins. One, and these key pins are slightly tapered. They're not like Lockwood tapered, but they are slightly tapered. Enough to give you a bit of a different feel. They almost are like Lockwood tapered. So 3. I'm just using the pinning mat as a pinning tray because there's so many elements to it. Had to do it, but upside down because the springs would not fit up here. So. 5, 6, and 7. Don't mind the music in the background. I did put on some hip hop tunes, but it's gone to like polka music or something like that. So anyway, so I'm going to insert the key and just show you that everything does go to the shear line now beautifully. So yeah, that's just perfectly the shear line now. It operates very, very smoothly. So I'm just going to remove the key and place all the drivers inside as they would be. So driver 1 is a standard, so he's fine. 2 is a spool, 3 is a spool, so there's 4. I'll do the last one, so 7 is a standard also. Now I think with the absence of these wafers, these ones are going to be too short, these spools, and I think they're going to fall below the shear line. Yep, in both cases there you can see they've dropped below the shear line. So what I'm going to do is to remove these first. So the problem's going to be with 5 and 6. So I'm just going to try to get the drivers out of 5 first. Keep in fill out also, put him back in. So 5 there, and 6. So even if I put the wafer back in, they're only thin wafers, they would not cover that distance, or we'll just bring it up to the shear line, which will just make it pointless. Just get a free pin. So what I'm planning on doing is putting in, I'm going to try to duplicate this longer spool out of some key pins. So now that's going to sit flat. So if I duplicate that length, it's just going to sit flat on the shear line. So there's no point in going to that length. So I'll need to make some longer spools. So I've got some Lab 9 key pins that I can use to duplicate these types of spools. So yeah, I bought a whole bunch of Lab number 9 pins to make challenge locks out of. But I think for the moment, I'm just going to put these step-down spools in it. Yep, that's fine, that one. And that one is fine too. So yeah, as you can see, that they will sit in the Bible. Alrighty, so for now I'm just going to put these step-down spools in there, so I'll replace them with them. I was going to put these Lockwood acid spools in there, but they're a bit too short. I'll just show you. So that they basically sit on the shear line. It'd be nice to put them in, but I don't have any longer ones than that. With the really, really thin lips, to make them really, really catchy and hard to pick. So the other option was to use these even longer spools, which would sit in there like that. So that would still give you that spool play. But yeah, because they got these extra long bump springs in there, anti-bump springs, I think it'd give you a little bit too much tension on the springs. So I think these ones will do for now. But I will be making some spools in this design to put in chambers 5 and 6, so it's sort of in original format without any master wafers. So I'm just going to assemble this together. I'm going to drop in the springs. So I'll start with 4. Oopsies. 4. And they do sit above the shear line, so I might put a follower in there. Just start feel like it just start populating. It is a long Bible, so I might start at 5 actually from this side. Right, so on 5 I said I'll put in one of these. So I'm gonna have that in that orientation, with the spool bit sort of going up. Yep. These springs are pretty strong. Right, I'll just grab the spring from 4. I'll keep everything proper. Alright, let's do this again. So 5 back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yep. So it's got this extra long anti-bump spring. Try to get the spool in there. And that is a very strong spring. It's hard to get in there. Oh. I need my other tweezers. Sparrow's ones. Because these ones are just straight cut tweezers, they're not the rounded tweezers. So I might switch to these. Alrighty, let's try that again. Okay, got him trapped in there, keeping the pressure on. Okay, 5 is in. I'll go for 4. So 4's just got this this long spool, long VingCard spool. Three's got that little short stumpy spool. Might change tweezers again. Okay, 2. Two's got another one of those short spools. One is a standard driver. Okay, let's go and turn it around and get 6 and 7 in. Okay, that should be enough to get 6. The 6 has got the extra long bump spring. Swap tweezers and get the same sort of spool as I put in for 5. Okay, that's in. And 7 is the normal spring with a standard driver. Okay, and I am going to shim this by all means. I've got an extra long shim here, quite a thin one, just for the high tolerances. And this follower is quite loose in there as well. It's got a bit of an odd size. Okay, so I'm going to make that into a bit of a bridge. Okay, we'll get the core. Put the key in. Of course, I'm not going to pick this. Took me over 2 hours to pick it last time, so That will not be happening anytime soon again. And I'm just going to put in the core. Okay, the shimmers there, how do I get that out? Let's get the pliers out to get the shim out. Nice and gently, there we go. Alright, so that is in. So that is the VingCard there, all built up. Oh, a little bit catchy there. Oh, there we go. So something was catchy, don't know what that was, but working fine. It's still got a little bit of a catch in there. So I might need to fine tune the key a little bit, or maybe the spools I put in there made a bit of a difference, but the important thing is it works. Sort of got the same sort of catch like a sidebar sort of catch. It's not like you have to crank on the key, it's just very, very light. So yeah, I'd call that a good lock. And yeah, I've polished that up. I've polished up the rear as well. So usually the rear looks like that. Yeah. So I've just done a bit of work with elbow grease. Just hand polished it. Also hand polished this bit as well. So I've just checked the orientation of this tailpiece, which is this way, I think. And these are a bit hard to get on. And so are these nuts. I've polished the nut as well, so to make them look really, really nice. And you do need to vise these up and use a 11mm 11mm spanner to get it on properly, and be very, very careful not to cross thread it. So yes, there is the VingCard build done. So yeah, I am going to reproduce the longer spools in there to match the spools that are in there. So they're the same shape. So yeah, now that works perfectly, as you can see. So success. Yes, so big thank you to Paul. Now I can get these out into the post. So everyone receiving these, you know who you are. Please contact me to tell me if you want it left original, or if you want me to put in the longer spools, or just give you a bag of stuff, you know, spools or keep-ins to make into your own spools. Yeah, anyway, I'll just leave it there. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm loving my new operational VingCards now. So yes, it's been a bit of a project for me. I bought the first one about 4 months ago, and yeah, I've been trying to source keys everywhere and stuff like that, and then finally met up with Paul just late last year, and yeah, we just started talking, and I gave him one of these, and he got it open on and showed all its guts on camera, and yeah, that really helped me pick it actually, because I could see the bitting that was inside the lock. So otherwise I would never have been able to pick it. I mean, that keyway is pretty paracentric, just on its own there. As you can see there, that's pretty paracentric. It's hard to get a pick in there. You can only use like 15,000ths pick on a bit of an angle. So yeah, anyway guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.